Hi to everyone, my name is Vlad and now we are going to develop the film. In doing so, we will use the reasonable minimum, of equipment and actions. In addition, I will comment every stage with simple words, so watch the video to the end and make sure that film development is no more difficult than brewing a cup of tea. We will develop black and white film with a photographic emulsion with silver salts. Film can be of different sizes, for example the most common type 135 or type 120, related to medium format films. All of it use the same principle of development. For larger film we just need larger volumes of solutions. Well, let's see what kind of stuff we need today. Developing tank, one piece. It looks like a light-proof container with film reel inside. Film is inserted into these spiral cuts. It is standard Soviet tank for 135 film type. This one is not without some disadvantages. For example, lid is not fixed on the body, and if you pour out the solution and don't hold the lid with your hand, all content of tank can fall on the table or into the sink. In addition, it is more reliable when these spiral cuts presents on both sides of the film reel, not only on one side. But it is a cheap one, and at all it is okay for first experience with film processing. This is more cool tank from an English brand Paterson. It is free of disadvantages of the previous one, but it costs more. In addition, this model is universal, at the same time it can hold two narrow films or one wide film. Thermometer. As we know, film processing is chemical process. It is faster at high temperature and slowly at low temperature. If developer will too hot, film might be too contrast. In case of too cold developer, film will too pale. So we need this one to maintain the recommended temperature. Good type of thermometer is a laboratory mercury one. Developer makes an invisible image visible. This one is Ascorol from Silberra. Fixer. If you extract a film from tank immediately after processing with developer, apparent image will quickly disappear from several physical and chemical reasons. To avoid this, we need to fix image with fixer. Containers for diluting solutions. I use Coca-Cola half-liter bottles. Funnel also be useful. Syringe or beaker if developer and fixer in a form of a liquid concentrate, or scales if it in a powder form. Well, let's start. Step number 1. We need to move film from the camera to the tank. Details depend on construction of camera and tank, but the main idea is universal. Firstly, we should roll up the film inside the camera. When we take photos, film moves from feed spool to receiving spool. Before extraction, we need to roll up film in reverse, from receiving to feed spool. There is usually a special handle of a camera body. Handle began to move freely, now film is rolled up. Load film to the tank we shoot only in fully dark room to prevent film exposure. For demonstration, I will do it in the light with already exposed film. Also, it is good idea to put on some gloves to prevent fingerprints on film. Let's open the camera and remove film roll. If we have a 135 type film, we need to pull out film completely and cut it at the base. If we have a medium format film, type 120, we need to unwind film and separate it from baking paper. Which is no longer needed. Next step is moving film to the tank. Here the manufacturer made reliable winding system. You just need to insert a tip of the film into spool and, with such movements, wind the film completely. Film in the tank is closed, next steps we can do in daylight environment. Now let's take a look at the solutions. Often on the tanks is written on which film what volume of solutions will be required. We have 120 type film, so we need half a liter both of developer and fixer. Let's start with the fixer. Package number 1, package number 2, and instructions. The instructions are quite long. In short, the manufacturer wants from us to dissolve each package in a separate container, merge them together and wait an hour before using. It also says here that water should be of different temperatures for different packages, but in my opinion there are unnecessary troubles. Last time I used just room temperature water and everything was okay. A full pack of fixer gives a liter of solution. Last time I already used half of each pack, so remaining amount of powder will give us exactly half a liter of solution. We dilute the powders with water in a such way that after merging two bottles together we get a solution with the half a liter volume. If someone will also use Coca-Cola bottles, then here I noted with marker where they have exactly half a liter of solution. The marks is 4 cm lower than the neck edge. It's done. Developer, it is written on the ticket that 100 ml of this concentrate gives 3 liters, 3000 ml of a solution, therefore approximately ratio is 1 to 30. We need 500 ml of solution and 1/30 of 500 is this number. I measured it with the syringe and top it up to the mark with water. Temperature of a developer solution should usually be 20 degrees. To reach the required temperature, I will take cold water from the filter and hot water from the thermos. Development time is different for different types of developers and films. You can find this number inside the film package or in the internets. Far from our developers are listed here, we don't have our one, so let's go to the manufacturer's website and look for information there. Our film Fomapan 400 needs to be developed for 8 minutes. Let's move to the bathroom. First from all, I fill the developer into the tank and mark the time with stopwatch. Last time my film came out too contrasty, so this time I will try to set the time 1 or 2 minutes less than the recommended one, not 8 minutes but 6. Approximately once every 2 minutes we should twist the coil in the tank for a uniform development. Now wash the film from leftovers of developer with running water and fill in the fixer. In case of a fixer, it is not necessary to monitor the temperature so closely. It is enough that it be at room temperature. The instructions for the fixer state that the fixing time is 7 to 12 minutes. We will set it to 10 minutes and also will turn the handle from time to time. The developer solution is usually for single use, but the fixer can be reused. Let's pour it from the tank into the bottle. It is best to remove air from the bottle. The fixer deteriorates by oxygen, and put in a dark, cool place until the next time. For final washing, you can use a drop of dishwashing liquid or something similar. It is better to wash the film with running water for 10 to 12 minutes. The moment of truth. Remove water drops from film. You can shake it or you can pass it between two clean fingers and hang it in a dust-free place to dry. It is best to attach some load to the bottom. Yes, it's so simple. After drying, you can take the film to a photo lab for printing pictures from it or for digitization, or you can do it at home. For example, I use this handmade simple thing for digitizing. That's all. If the video was useful, you can support it with a like. If you have any questions about the development process, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will especially grateful for feedback about quality of translation of this video. What was wrong, what was okay, this is my first experience like this. And, of course, in order not to miss my new videos about photography and photographic equipment, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you!